Hello, everyone, and a big welcome to your JavaScript journey. I'm so excited you're here. Today, we're going to do something really cool. We're going to write our very first line of JavaScript code. How awesome is that? Now, to get this started as quickly as easily as possible, we'll be using the developer tools that are already built into your web browser. In a later video, we'll move over to the code editor we set up, but for now, the browser is perfect. So go ahead and open up Google Chrome. Once you have Chrome open, there are a few different ways we can open the developer tools, and specifically the console, which is where we'll type our code. I'll show you 3 ways because different people like to do things in different ways, and it's good to know your options. First way is keyboard shortcuts. If you're on Mac, you can press Command Option J on your keyboard. But if you're on Windows or Linux, that combination will be Control Shift J. Go ahead and try that. You should see a new panel open up, probably at the bottom or side of your browser window. This whole thing is the developer tools. We're interested in the tab that says console. It might already be selected. The second way is the right-click menu. If the shortcut isn't your favorite, you can also right-click anywhere on the blank part of your web page. A menu will pop up. Look for the option that says Inspect and click on it. This will open the developer tools, usually on a tab called Elements. From there, just look for the console tab and click on it. And the third way is using the Chrome menu. Go to the Chrome menu, which is usually 3 vertical dots in top right corner of your browser. Click on that, then find More Tools, and then in the sub-menu, select Developer Tools. Again, this will open the Developer Tools panel, and you'll want to make sure you're on the Console tab. So whichever way you chose, you should now be looking at the JavaScript console. If the text looks a bit small, you can usually make it bigger. On a Mac, try pressing Command and the plus key a couple of times. On Windows, it's Control and the plus key. Great! This JavaScript developer console is a fantastic place to write and test small pieces of JavaScript code. It's super helpful when you're developing and want to try things out or check for errors. We don't build whole applications in here, of course, but for getting started and experimenting, it's perfect. So are you ready to write some code? Let's do it. We're going to use a simple JavaScript command called alert. An alert will make a little pop-up box appear in your browser. After you type alert, you'll type an open parentheses. Then we'll write some text that we want to show. Text in programming is often called a string, and we need to put it inside quotation marks. Let's use double quotes. Our message will be hello JavaScript learners. Then close the quotation marks and finally close the parentheses. Very important, make sure there is no space between the word alert and the opening parentheses. Once you've typed it, press enter or return key on your keyboard. And there it is. You should see a little pop-up window in your browser showing the message, hello JavaScript learners, just like we typed. How cool is that? You just told the computer what to do and it did it. You can click OK on that pop-up to close it. Fantastic. That was your very first line of JavaScript code. Any code we type directly into this console and press enter will be run or evaluated immediately by the browser. Okay, but JavaScript can do so much more. Let's try a little bit more code. Don't worry about understanding every single part of this next bit yet. We'll cover all this in detail as we go through the course. This is just to give you a little taste of what's possible. Let's create something called a variable. Think of a variable as a box where you can store a piece of information. We'll call our variable my feeling and we'll store the text excited in it. The command to create a variable here will be let, then the variable name, my feeling, then an equal sign, and then our text excited in double quotes. We often end JavaScript lines with a semicolon. So type this, let my feeling equal sign, double quotation, excited. Now press enter. You won't see a pop-up this time, but JavaScript now knows about my feeling and that it holds the value excited. Now let's do something with that variable. We can make a decision. We can say if my feeling is excited, then show an alert. Here's how we can write that. We'll type if, then a space, and then an open parenthesis. Inside the parentheses, we put our condition, my feeling equal sign, equal sign, equal sign, double quotation, excited. Those three equal signs mean we're checking if my feeling is strictly equal to excited. Then close the parentheses. After that, a space, and open curly brace. On the next line, you can press Shift Enter to go to a new line without running the code yet. Or just type it and the console will usually figure it out. And now we'll put our alert command. Go ahead and type that in. Don't worry if it looks a bit complex. Just copy it carefully. Once you've typed it all, press Enter. And you should see a new alert. This time it says JavaScript is awesome. Pretty neat, right? Click OK on that alert. So what happened? We stored excited in my feeling. Then our if statement checked if my feeling was indeed excited. Since it was true, the code inside the curly braces, our alert, was executed. Now let's change the value of my feeling. Let's say my feeling is curious. Type that and press enter. Now we want to run that if statement again. Instead of typing it all out, here's a handy trick. You can press the up arrow key on your keyboard. Press it a couple of times. See how it cycles through your previous commands. Keep pressing it until you see the if my feeling equal sign equal sign equal sign excited block of code again. Once it's showing your console, just press enter to run it again. What happened this time? Nothing. No alert. Why do you think that is? Well, my feeling is now curious. Our if statement checks if my feeling is excited. Is curious the same as excited? Nope. So the condition is false. And the alert code inside the curly braces doesn't run. That's how we can make programs do different things based on different conditions. Again, we'll go into all these concepts, variables, if statements, strings, in much more detail very soon. I just wanted to show you a glimpse. One more quick thing the console is great for, simple math. You can use it like a calculator. For example, type 25 plus 10 plus 5 minus 8 and press enter. And boom, and it gives you the result, 32. You can try other calculations too if you like. It's quite handy. Okay, that's our first little dive into writing JavaScript right in the browser. I hope this gave you fun and exciting first taste of what this language can do and all the cool stuff we're going to learn. If you want, feel free to experiment a bit more with the alert command or some math in the console. Or you can move right on the next lecture. And I'll see you in the next video.